Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today I think I'm going to do another random deck, this time with Raodan, because sure. So let's see what we've got to work with. This is Mana Shield, Siphon Card, Glacial Stare, Chilling Focus. So the first note here is that we do have a Siphon card, which, so we have anything that goes with it in terms of discard. We have the classic random deck gift of a Gather Power with no ways to get mighty. Scattered Beam, which is one of the worst damaging cards in the game. On average, you get to do 3.5 damage to all enemies. You may recognize this number as completely meaningless. We get 2 Crumbling Defenses, which aren't awful. They're not my favorite, but they're not the worst. Frost Barrier, which is not amazing because we won't be able to consistently freeze things, but could be worse. So Deadly Injection and Frostfire are 2 more of our damaging sources. Again, they're not the most efficient. Deadly Injection is probably the best of those, since it is 15 damage in the first 2 turns, whereas Frostfire is takes. I suppose that Frostfire is the same amount of damage in 2 turns. They're actually, Frostfire and Deadly Injection are actually closer than I thought they were. It's just that Deadly Injection is a little bit cheaper and there's more poison synergies overall, but doesn't matter a ton here. Thriving Spirit, though, is probably going to end up being our primary damage engine. Looking at our card pool, so Siphon Lightning is not my favorite, but we've got it. Okay, so this is technically a combo there, and we do have another way to get mana boost, but that's a bit awkward. Frozen Rift is going to be very difficult to use. Secret Bolt will likely be difficult to use. We do have access to Singularity, and this is absolutely a more awkward random set than some of the others I've done. I think this will be one of the runs where we lean a lot on monster cards in order to make it work. Give me a moment. I need to fix, there we go, a thing. And let's grab everything from the market. So we're going to have extra max shield, extra max mana. Both those are great. Starting with the reroll is going to be good if we're relying on monster cards. Extra card reward is fine, etc. Here we go. Alright. I think we take the Absorbed Soul just because it's good damage. Glacial Bulwark also isn't bad, but I think we just want some good damage up front. And absolutely we will take a Tiny Book. Okay. I think we go this route. I think we want the Mana Dance. The question is mostly whether we would rather have the Toughen / Crushing Strike or the Shocking Grasp. I think the answer is that we would rather have the Toughen or the Crushing Strike. I don't know that we keep our Gather Power anyway, but regardless, I think that's a little bit better. Let's work on wearing, I suppose, both of you down. I'm actually going to discard that. Wow, look at that value. Okay, and then that gives us enough defense, I think. Alright, so that. Oh, we don't quite have enough mana. Unfortunate. Not even counting. Alright, we can do this, and then, yeah, we get the kill with our Thriving Spirit. Lacerating Strike seems good. Because Lacerating Strike is just always pretty good. Absolutely, we'll take a Spirit. Do not need that this turn. Bonk, bonk. Do not love being weakened, but this guy's not weak. I should have played this first. That's whatever. We'll get some shield. go ahead and ponk you down. Because you're going to die to this guy pretty soon anyway. So. We don't need that. You think? Yeah, we'll just ponk you out of resistance. And summon another friend. And these haven't updated because they're still thinking they're fighting the plated door, but they're not. So. Do one more damage, but we actually don't because these guys would have it even if we didn't. Mighty Punch seems a little sketchy right now. I'll take the mana boost. It's not amazing, but it's something. I think the Scatter Beam probably goes first. Just such a bad card. So it goes first, I mean like it's the first card I'm going to remove. In case that wasn't clear. Mana. I think we want to get this one dead. And now it's functionally dead. Bye. Okay. Thriving Spirit is good. And we made a little shield so that we do not take any damage. Okay. It's kind of funny that we have to target the that one, even though it doesn't actually do anything. Right, we have enough shield. Yeah, the crumbling defenses are pretty good. Since we're winning fast enough that we're not chipping them down. Swift Strike, I think we reroll and try and get Mana Dance, do we? Or would we rather save the reroll for Mana Font? I think we just take Swift Strike. I think we will take a Lucky Die. And the upgrade goes to... might be the Thriving Spirit. This goes to only 18. That's pretty bad for us. What's Essence Blast Plus? Well, Essence Blast Plus we can't get against like the mid-boss. That's obviously not any good. This is obviously very, very bad. These are fine. This one if we could freeze anything, but we can't. Yeah, that's still just not enough damage. This is definitely going. Let's upgrade the Thriving Spirit. I suppose that is the other reason to have rerolled is try and get Mana Dance, because it's a better upgrade. Let's kill you first, because you're more annoying. Pitch that. Gotta love that 18 TOT against the Mana Wisp. Bite. And then almost enough. Dot. Hey, Scattered Beam. Obviously worthwhile. It got us the kill. Okay. I still don't love Zap, especially because we didn't take the Shock Cloak. Like, theoretically, Zap and Siphon Lightning eventually do something, but I'm not sold at all. I don't think we want a second Siphon Lightning. I'll take a Scrying Blast. It seems okay. That draws us that one. I don't even know that that's worth the 2 mana. Let's just see what we get. That's pretty nice. Donk, donk. Rude. So, fortunately, our Thriving Spirit is still tough, so isn't going to get hit too bad by this. Unfortunately, this is very bad against that Purity. And I guess we'll just do that. And I guess we'll just spin that and get rid of a Purity. Oh, the tough wore off. Because it started its turn, right? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let me just go for the damage. The Frostfire would have cleaned off both impurities, or would have cleaned off last purity, but I think we just want to get the damage out there. Alright, we get, depending on whether this prediction is correct, if it was, we get this. Hooray! Alright, Firestorm does nothing for us. I think we reroll and try and get Mana Font. We did not get so lucky. We don't really have healing, but Demonic Power does a lot of work, so I'll take it. We're not triggering any statuses. We would like to, but we're not. We might be later, but the Abyss Dagger works with the Lacerating Strike and the Swift Strike. Is that enough? I don't know. This is a tough choice. Let me think. We're fighting... That makes Weak in the Woods a lot better. This would... Yeah, I think we take the Tormenting Glove speculatively, because we're just not quite good enough with the... The other one doesn't give us quite enough value to be worth it. Right, yeah, so I'm cutting the Scattering Beam, because I do not like it, and I do not like drawing it off of the Scrying Blast. I also might upgrade the Scrying Blast, because it's just a pretty good upgrade. The Swift Strike is also a reasonable upgrade because it then hits a bunch more times, but it still only gives evasion 1. I think the Scrying Blast is the upgrade. And so the reason I'm keeping the Gather Power is that we are almost certainly taking one of these two, and either one will let us theoretically use the Gather Power. Let's... Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. Oh, right, and yeah, that does make makes this a whole lot better. Let's see what we get off of this. We can work on shutting you down. So you'll be frozen for next turn. Actually, you'll be dead. And do we need more shield? May as well. If we get vulnerable, we'll kind of really be happy we had it. Yeah, now we can work. So that's now online. I think we discard that and that. I think we keep the evasion. Let's see. I want to get vulnerable up, but I also really want to get shield up. So this saves us 10 damage. Just do that. Very rude. Alright, because we were weak, and because we had lost that powerful stack earlier, we weren't able to get that kill. So you're gonna die, almost. I think we point this here. And now, that's very rude. I get for free, which is nice. This is actually gonna kill that one. Which makes room. And now we have lethal or close to it. Yep. Zap is now more tempting than it was, but it's still not amazing. I think the Aether Blast is a little bit better, but I'm not certain. I suppose the Zap with the Lacerating Strike does get us shocked, so we'll take it. Unfortunately, because that plated one, it doesn't here. Pick that. Do we play... I should have played this first if I was going to, but I don't know that I want to because that loses us health, and I don't think I want to do that. So what I really was hoping for there was that I was going to find this. So we can evade, which is nice. So this dork is going to get hit pretty hard. I'm not sure if it's going to die. Okay, so the tough saved it barely. Let's see. That gets us a lot more damage. Does it get us enough damage? No. So the question is if I want to pitch my hand, or if I just take that play, which is the safer one. So I'm just going to go with the safer play. Which does still mean we take a bunch of damage, but it's not as bad as it could be. And this is lethal and gets us that play, which is nice. And we get Toughen, which is absolutely the card we wanted. I'd probably take an Electrify. I would take a Lacerating Strike. I don't think I would take any of these, so we'll go here. I'm more willing to play this now that we have Toughen, but I do want to find the Toughen first, I think, if I can. I don't think we need that. Okay, I guess I am using that. Although that does mean that I'm committed to using up that shocked. But that means that goes off, which is nice. Okay. I'd say that went fairly well. Unfortunately, are now going to be shocked this turn. Let's see. I want to play this. I want to do that. I want to get this kill if I can. See what I can find. This does mean I'm probably going to get shocked again, but that was just miserable luck. We're evading anyway. I do that. Alright. That one dies. We evade this hit. There's now a lot of damage being threatened. So we can get a bunch of shield and play that. Oh, we explode. I forgot about that part. That hurts. Okay. Oh, I should have done that first. My bad. So, if I play both of these, I think I actually avoid taking... I largely avoid I take a lot less damage because that shock wears off. But I took still more damage than I was expecting. Don't need that. So we can actually do this. And then we'll poison you to death. Which, because I believe, yeah, we can get enough kill. This fight is going worse than it should have. Sequencing is hard. But we're fine. Everything's fine. Another Lacerating Strike or a Sundering Blast. I don't really like Unstable Focus, but I think I'd be fine with another second Lacerating Strike. It's still pretty fine. Part of my problem is like I really want better mana cards, and I just don't have access to them right now. On the other hand, the Unstable Focus makes it more feasible for us to pick up more Siphon Lightnings. This is so much damage, which is really nice. But can I afford it? No, and we just don't have good mana access right now. I'll just take Lacerating Strike, it's safer. Vindictivore seems like the pick. Cryogenic Flask isn't bad, but I think we want the extra healing, especially with the who's my what thing that we've got. You know, the thingamabob. We don't need that this turn. We might if we get blown up, which is possible. Now we hope that this doesn't do that. We explode. Our power gets sad. them. So this is, now that's a shock, which is valuable because it does things. Okay, so this is going to kill the front one, which is nice. And then I think we just set up that and get some shield set up. Okay, absolutely will come again. Thinking. Because I want to play everything. This doesn't do that much for me though, because I'm going to explode. So because of that, I think I want to use that. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. So I think I do not want that, or that, or that. Let's go for one of those. And let's get shield, and actually we don't quite get lethal here. We get close, but no cigar. Fortunately, we don't quite die. And now that we have two of these friends up, we get a decent amount of damage out of them. Let's see. I don't want to use that. Let's see what that gets me. Okay. Should have done that first. Alright, we do have exact lethal here, which is nice. That means we don't get attacked. Just gets eaten by that, but we do get to evade this incoming hit, which is nice. Heal, summon the spirit, and then just get killed. Alright, that all worked out. Yes, we'll take Curse of the Forest. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Unfortunately, all of our upgrades are like +1 mana, which is not where we would like to be. The Siphon Lightning is 3 mana boost, but we didn't take the whatchamacallit that goes with it. The Toughen Plus is fine. So I think we're cutting the Frost Barrier, because if we can't ever trip it, it's the worst. I think we are upgrading the Zap, because that makes it way more relevant of a card. That lets us keep the Zap and have it matter. I think we absolutely need this Shocking Focus. The Elemental Strike is also kind of tempting to pursue, but I think the Shocking Focus does more for us. So I kind of want to corner. I think we may just have to go after cornered focuses. I would love a Gathering Bolt, but I think the extra mana is more important. What are we getting out of that? Well, we're probably just going event to event. So, and card-wise, like Manifold Invocation is not going to be the card. And Pulverize is probably not going to be. Well, we might. If we could get Wits, that one's okay. But yeah, I think we start here. If we get a cornered focus, we probably go after the Arcane Wisp instead. We'll have to see what happens. Gather Power needs to go. I think we are past the point where I want it. Past the point where I would even consider wanting it, I mean, like. Whoop. Let's continue whittling you down. And I do want the mana. Alright. Let's go and do this. Yep. We didn't get was hoping to find mana, but no luck. It's still not bad. At this point, I'm willing to gather power. So we need a couple good hits here to finish this off. Alright, that gets evaded, but that will heal us. Alright. Cornered focus. Spell damage is good. I think now we do want to go after this Gathering Bolt. If we can get it, we'd probably take either one of those, actually. Let's start with that. Yeah, because we want... we want the option to use... do that. And then this finishes off the front one, which means we don't have to worry about getting Arcane this turn. We will get Arcane this turn, but... or will we? If we can get any mana, then we can do this. Yeah, that fixes it. Okay, so... unfortunately, we do have to just use that up front. We can't set it vulnerable first. We do get mana afterwards from that thing. That damage does nothing to us. There we go. Let's upgrade. Might be the Curse of the Forest. No, it's just the Cornered Focus. We just need mana. Okay, so this one could be tricky. Curse of the Forest helps a bit. So, unfortunately, we really wanted it like turn 2 so that we could deal with, so we could actually remove some of the plated. But I think we do want to get powerful to, we're going to need it to counteract the plated that's getting stacked. Sure. Anna. Let's see. That's who we draw. Surely hoping for more mana there. That's what I get for getting greedy. But we get a good decent amount of damage. And we have some growth now just from whatever working. Yes, we're almost guaranteed to get Curse of the Forest if we use this. We'll do those. Alright, found it. And we put that powerful stack. Unfortunately, we will now be shocked. Which is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Now we're getting shocked again. Just very, very shocked. Fortunately, a lot of that plated, which makes this a lot easier. And I think I just want to keep the mighty for next turn. Before taking much damage, we get to evade one of these hits. Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. Gonna get to heal back some of it anyway. We're so close to the kill. Okay, reroll. Reroll. Got it. Okay. That makes things a lot easier. This is unfortunately useless in this fight. I think we discard this and that, because we're hoping to find our toughen, which we did not, because I was hoping to avoid exploding. It's not worth playing this if we're going to explode. We do get to evade the incoming hit, which is nice. But not the explode. Alright, let's get toughen set up. And then trying to think how I want to sequence this. Let's see what that draws me. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we find. I think we just played this into this, which will do some good work, and then we can okay. Not thrilled by the fact that all of that work we just did got healed off, but we evade that. Only hit for 12, fine. And we have enough extra that we can gather back. We need some more actual card draw. Right now we're pretty reliant on our trinkets for our card draw, which means that we have a really good turn one, but after that things start to fall apart a little bit. So we do get to evade that 18, but then we explode and then we get dead. Unfortunate, but let's see what we draw. That's going to explode again, but we were exploding anyway from that, which I definitely was thinking about when I made my decision, because I'm very smart. We lose recoverable. I don't want to play that. This shocks us, which I don't really want to do. Let's do this. And then I don't really want to waste the crumbling defenses right now. Yeah, we're not getting toughened next turn necessarily, so. Okay, we probably can find lethal this turn. Just a matter of whether we can find any healing before we do. Yep, may as well. And bonk. Apple. Let's see. Death or Glory seems very risky. Lightning Blade seems also very risky considering where we're at. The big risk with Lightning Blade is that we have a shocking focus and they do not play well together, especially because we don't have any purity and we're not going to get any purity because we didn't spawn Arcane Elemental. And like we had the Frost Barrier that we yeeted, but like you've seen how this run was going, we very, very rarely freeze anything. So I think we take the Pulverize. And the Scroll of Recall can be good early on. And we will upgrade, I think, the Toughen, actually. I think having that extra heal makes it easier for us to consistently demonic power, which we want to do. And then we're going to cut probably the Frostfire, because I think that's very weak. How many other spells do we have? Because I have Scrying Blast, so Absorb Soul is our only other spell. That makes cutting the Frostfire a little bit worse. I think we cut the Gather Power. I think Gather Power is our weakest link. I have not been paying attention to who our boss is at the end of the area. So this is very useless until we actually play some of our hand out, because right now we are holding all of our what do you call it? All of our spells. We pitch that. I don't think we're going to use it this turn. I think we want to use. Exactly. I think we want this one to die. I was thinking that was going to get us to 0, but I forgot about that. Okay. I kind of want to get a Thriving Spirit out, I think. Okay, that helps. I'm absolutely game for that. And then the question is, do I want to get the Thriving Spirit out, or do I just want to get more beats out? I think I want to get the Thriving Spirit out. I think it does enough work over time. We are going to eat a lot of damage, though. And we'll do that. Yeah. This is where things get awkward. Because, yeah, this fight is just, can be very painful. Okay, so we want to do that, unless we can get the kill with this. I don't think we can. So I think we do need more powerful. We can't kill with that, so we are going to have to use this. But we do want to kill this one because we really don't want that stuff to happen. Yeah. We do not take much damage, though. Right, there's our tough, which helps. And you're, for some reason I thought I'm not paying attention. Thought I had way more damage than I did. We do get the freeze. Which we are also bleeding. And I think so. It's role playing that because that's free. And we do that to get the evasion set up. So we're gonna make it out of this fight. It's just a very painful fight because, yeah. This fight just has tendency to be painful if you don't have the right stuff set up for it. And we did not. That's kind of tempting. I think we just want the Mind Seed. And I think we cut maybe the Deadly Injection. Yeah, the Deadly Injection has very little synergy with the rest of what we've got going on. That may be what goes. Yeah, Deadly Injection. Goodbye. Alright, we are absolutely going to rest at least once. Take a temporary buff. We're fighting Ruby Dragon. That's good. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, so we did not get the fight there. That could have been a very, very difficult fight, but we just did not roll it. Shield bot will help a lot, I think. Stay hidden, ambush the Chimera. Alright, so this is another boss fight, which I'm very happy to see. Because I'm crazy. So alright, we don't need both of those. Get the defense up, and then pass the turn. So we're going to spend an unfortunate amount of this fight shocked, probably. But what can you do? I should have done that first. Draw a card. blow stuff up. Let's see, we can do this first, but okay, we're guaranteed to draw mana, so yeah, that's fine to do first. I was thinking like we get those guaranteed explosions, which is nice. And then we could play this into this, which works. So this will use up both of our shocks, but don't do that. I think I'd rather use the shock to there. Alright, so we don't take any damage, we do get shocked. We also do a bunch of damage. So shock again. And then this draws us back the Absorb Soul, which we can use, get lethal. Very nice. We definitely don't want another demonic power. I will take a Chimera form though. I'm happy to have more consistent tough generation. And Sword and Shield seems pretty useful. I'm willing to upgrade the... I'm deciding if I'm willing to upgrade the demonic power at this point. Because that extra powerful is very nice. I think we can. And then for removal, I do still just not like this Frostfire. Yeah, the Frostfire's gonna go, I think. I'm just not a fan. We just need to find another spell to replace it. We may take a Consuming Ray even though it's not good. We've got plenty of rest. I'm fine with burning one, I guess. It's kind of a waste because we lose, I think, some of that healing technically. But we're going to a boss fight, and even though I think it's a fairly easy boss fight, we aren't well positioned against it because we have a lack of purity. I think we'll take energy for artifact. We were hoping for Pure Coast Crystal, but we didn't get it. But I think we're still fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we wanted any of that. So, Consuming Ray we'd probably take. It's just a damaging spell, and we kind of need that. Worm's Bite is also kind of okay. The Conflict Rays don't do anything on their own because we don't have any way to get burn out. But we do have Powerful, which would get it, which would make them do stuff. Alright, we can do this. And that's going to just shuffle and redraw us that. So we don't have any great ways to deal with the Drakes. And unfortunately, the Thriving Spirit is just bad here because the Drakes summon over it. Alright, so there's the Drakes. Pitch that, because we're not going to use that this turn. Okay. Shock you. And then remove a shock, because now we can play this. We'll delete the Drake. Almost. Almost finished deleting the Drake. So close. We could do that, though, because that means that... so we are now going to take a lot of damage from this guy. Yeah, if I thought about getting the Chimera form, I might have considered keeping the whatchamacallit. So we do eat 22 damage here, which hurts, but... Okay, we actually did get those freezes out, which is nice. Bonk. Alright. That's going to be more shocks, which is more value. We will detonate you. And this time just completely die, which is nice. There we go. So yeah, ultimately didn't end up taking too much damage there. And I think Singularity is absolutely the pickup. And then we probably just upgrade the Singularity. No, we just upgrade the Mind Seek because I think we need the mana. And now... I've cut most of the cards that I really wanted to cut. I might cut the Siphon Lightning because it's easily my least favorite mana card. And even with the shock options that we picked up, it's not consistent. And I'd rather use the shock elsewhere, I think. All right, so I think we really need to fight the protectors because I think we really want to try and get clear focus. And I think we go through these because we will take Purging Waters as a substitute if we cannot get whatever. Check stuff real quick. Let me see something. All right, so sorry, I was distracted, but I'm paying attention now. I love that we always draw this, like, we have only 2 spells and we always draw Scrying Blast with both of them, which is something. It's something, all right. All right, we now are Mighty, which means that this is going to be quite a bit of damage. We can use this to draw us back both of our spells. We cannot afford to play. Ah, that's so close. Alright, let's pitch. You and you and you. And now, there we go. Alright, one problem solved. Take some powerful, absolutely. If you're just handing it out, I will absolutely take it. Alright, we can get Mighty again. Or we can get Tough also as well, which is also relevant. Okay, this works out nicely because now that should be lethal. Alright, Full Price actually doing pretty okay work. Purging Waters is great. We are happy to see that. We don't really need that. I think this is useless though because we've got the shield bot. So, because shield bot means that we just are almost never at 0 shield. So I think we'll probably just skip. This is kind of tempting, but I don't think we need it. I don't think we're playing enough spells to make it worthwhile. This is still a trap, but Curse of the Forest Plus is pretty nice. Alright, that's that. Alright. I think we do this because there's a chance we can get this kill up front. This becomes less valuable because of that. Was this just lethal? Nope, it's close. Let me think. This does, I think, 3 on you. Because I'm trying to think, we want to get to, let's do that. Yeah. Because I want to just do that. I would have loved to have like one more or one less mana would have been perfect there. So that we could have scrolled. But bye-bye. Alright, let's draw some cards. Draw some cards. We got 5, which is a great number to be at. Alright, we can do okay damage with that. Okay damage with that. And then goodbye. This is all working out pretty well. Verm Shield's kind of tempting. I think at this point we are fine taking a predict. And we're hoping to find the clear focus here, like I said. So we go bonk for a lot of damage. Unfortunately, we are just shy of actually being able to use Singularity here. But we get very close to this kill. We get obnoxiously close to this kill. And then we explode. We lose a little bit of health through demonic power, but it's probably worth it. Question is if it's worth using the Mystic Ritual first. Yes, because we draw the Toughen. Yeah. Because now we can Toughen into demonic power. And then blow you up a couple times. And then you die. You take some damage here, but everything is currently manageable. Unfortunately, I don't know what debuff we're going to get here. We got ambushed, and then we actually did get hit for the full amount, which is unfortunate. Okay, so if we draw cards, we explode next turn. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just do that. Now Frail. Frail is much less of a problem, I think. So, I want to get rid of this Purity. That gets rid of one of it. Let's see. I can Singularity and then Scrying Blast, which is pretty okay. Because then we can do this. And see what we draw. Right. There's the Purity gone, which is nice. We still have to deal with all the plated and all the other nonsense, but okay, so this explodes us, but it means that we don't explode immediately here. Our poor friendos are absolutely going to go boom, though. Bonk. And yeah, we can eat the explosion, and it means we get the kill here. And our friend doesn't even know. Alright. Clear focus. And we got the card we wanted. Linehead Belt is not bad. Okay. Toughen is great to see against these dorks who are trying to do so much damage to us. Alright, we have more spells than we used to. Can we hit exact 0? Doesn't look like it. Alright, we can now. If we do this, so we can do that. Can we get a kill here? We can get close, but not quite. See, if we pitch you and you and you. Alright, so now I am willing to play that. And this is now lethal. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's a good measure. Clear focus. Works out nicely. See what we draw. Nice. It's pretty okay damage. Alright. Yeah, that went very well. Unstable focus doesn't do much for us. The strenuous focus is actually okay. Like, I don't love putting the exhaustions into our deck, but we're not cycling that many times because we don't have that much card draw. And the extra mana is worth a lot. So we're definitely going to go here. We're definitely going to not take Ruinous Gamble, unfortunately. Ruinous Gamble kills us. This is annoying, this that they're setting up all their nonsense, but there's not much I can do about it. So we can pitch that safely, because we can't use it. We can do a bunch of damage with this, but I'd rather do that, because then we get the mana back. I think we do that. So our plan is to use Purging Waters to hopefully get us what we need set up. We pitch that and that and that. I think those are the things we need least. I may have accidentally grabbed too much mana. Well. Not. Nothing heals back all the damage we take. Then we can just bonk you out of existence. And then this actually, yes, was guaranteed to work out. That was perfect. I could not have planned it better. I literally would not have planned it better if you had told me that I could choose what I was getting that turn. Bonk, 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 bonk. 50 versus, yeah, that one's more. Sure. Go ahead and get more focus setup. More shock rune setup, rather. Okay, there's one of those. That's fine. This draws us. Yeah, there's our singularity. Goodbye. Yeah, we can't afford to take a Ruinous Gamble, I think. But we can afford to take the other one. I would just take a second singularity, actually. We're fighting Maw. Yeah, I will absolutely take a second singularity against Maw. This is better than that, because we can actually stack up a good amount of Mighty, potentially. Not easily, because we don't have card draw, but... Purging Waters upgrade is tempting. No, it's just a clear focus against Maw. And then we cut... it might be the Absorb Soul. Now that we have other better spells, mostly. Yeah, I think the Absorb Soul can go. And the question is, do we just want to do events, or do we want to try and get the other clear focus? I suppose we only have one more fight, and this gets us a shot at clear focus. I would like to have a Hunter's Focus, potentially. So. Alright. Let's see. Draw. Pitch that, because we can't use it. Get zapped. Goodbye. Said we couldn't use it, and then we just immediately completely punked that dork out of existence. Which, I'll be honest, I was not expecting it to work that well. If we just get chilled here, we probably should just get chilled here. We end up taking a little bit of damage, but... Oh no, we don't, because of, yeah. Everything's fine. Right. Bonk, bonk. So close. So we should now draw, yeah, Curse of the Forest. Good. Yeah. So fortunately, Shield Bot ends up meaning that we don't take any real damage here. Enough to hold back the damage we did take. And from there, I think we do that. Yeah, because I would much rather use do that. And there we go. Ending at full health. Absolutely take a Hunter's Focus. Also would have taken Tormenting Strike, I think, considering what all is going on here. All that powerful ends up doing good work. Yeah, we're not playing the Singularity this turn, as much as I would like to. We just get too much value out of doing other things. One short. So close. Bite. Oh man. Again with the almost there on the kills, but fortunately, our good friend the Spirit is able to solve things for us. Whoop. My Spirit is getting hit this turn, unfortunately, but we can actually do this. Sure. Yeah, between the yeah, the tough and whatever, I wasn't too concerned. Oh right, that's the second time this time I have made that mistake of not thinking about the fact that the tough is going to wear off by the time whatever happens. Singularities do good work. Second Scrying Blast is fine. That's not amazing. Yeah, I'd rather just have another Scrying Blast. I'd probably cut it, but yeah, that seems good. What is it better than? That's a tough question. Maybe it isn't better. It may be better than that. The Scroll of Recall's been kind of awkward to get off most of the time because of the Tormenting Gloves. So now, get some powerful. We bonk everyone. Let's draw and see what we find. Okay, I don't think I'm playing that Scrying Blast this turn. So the question is, do I want to get the Singularity out? Because I probably should. And if I do I curse this one? Yes, because the weak deals with, right, so the weak goes off first, and then I get, yeah, that's with the Plated Gone, that's absolutely worth it. And then we can go bonk into bonk, which ends up working out pretty well. I should have shocked before the Singularity. It's fine. I've got a Singularity in the deck still, so. Let's shock you so that I can just pulverize you for value. Yeah, I do want the mana because I don't have time sitting around. Taking a bit of damage here, but the losing what ends up helping out. Lots of mana. Okay, yeah, we are going to freeze when we do that. Okay, so this will just kill you. Goodbye. Thank you for flying. Alright, so now we just have to kill the ones that are left alive. I can put this. Yeah, pitch all of those. Yeah, go ahead and get more powerful on you. I don't love having our mana stolen over and over again, but there's not a ton I can do about it. Let's see, I'm going to blow you up because you're already dead. That takes away a lot of power. Alright. And then, I guess it's in turn. Alright, Took damage there, which is unfortunate, but I think this is the last fight before the final boss, so not a big deal. We are taking even more damage here, though. Yeah, this is kind of where our lack of card draw gets us in trouble. Especially with how the rest of this is going. I absolutely, though, if we get another clear focus, I'll be very, very happy. Do that. Toughen. Does this kill? It gets close. Bonk. Bonk. Ah! Well, I mean, if I had known that I was going to be that close. It's okay, I don't take damage. Bonk, bonk. Alright. Only down 10 health. And we got another clear focus, which is very good to see. Doubling Spyglass, yes, because we have... Well, yes, because I think that doubling Curse of the Forest is worth it. Question, what do I cut for it? I think this is the least helpful. And then I think going into how long of a fight this is, I don't know that I want 2 crumbling defenses. Alright. Do I want any crumbling defenses? The answer may be no. It's hard to say. Do I want the weak Scrying Blast? I think not. Because like I said, because I have so little card draw, removing cards becomes very valuable. I think the Predict is low value. I think the Glacial Stare is low value. Let's see what we can get. Nope. And then we will cut. Maybe that, still maybe that other crumbling defenses, or maybe the Siphon card because it's a bit awkward. I don't want to cut too much mana though because we do have such expensive cards. So it is probably the crumbling defenses. All right. The other thing is like we have Shield Bot, which is the other reason that I'm more willing to cut such things. All right, so we do this. Oh, I sequenced that wrong. I should have played. Oh no, because we got the shield back immediately from the Shield Bot, so we couldn't use Purging Waters to get Purity up. Okay, so we healed back a decent amount. Means that we're not actually taking any damage here. We are now slightly cursed, but we can fix that. So, debating if it's worth playing one of these. I think it is because we do have the Pulverize. Whomp. Pitch that, play that. I'd love to just, yeah, because I knew I actually that was a knowable thing that the Singularity was just next. Bonk. I don't want to use that. Well, I'm so close to being able to use this. Let's see if that gets me. Alright. Yes, this actually works out. So, cleanse. Yeah. Our spirit is now dead, functionally. It's going to die, but... I think I am willing to do this because I have the Toughen with it. Interesting. I don't end up with any shield afterwards. Oh, it's because the first time I did it, I had enough shields that it worked out. Let's pitch all of those. Actually, I think I'm willing to play one of these. because this means that I can go bonk bonk into Swamp. And then we'll get that. Okay. So, we get to cleanse some of it, at least. Memory detonations are always good. And yeah, Federation's fine. Can we get to Virgin Waters? I don't think so, unfortunately. So we are going to have to do the other side of the curse, but we got a lot of damage out of it, so. Alright, our spear is now definitely dead. Is it worth playing this? Yeah, probably. Swamp. Okay, now there goes our spirit, but we are now one singularity away from lethal, which is a pretty good place to be, I would say. This has a chance to just draw us lethal. It did not. But oh, it did draw us lethal, it just didn't draw singularity. I'm being silly. Goodbye. Actually. Boom. And there is Raodan random deck. I'd say that went pretty well.